this moment, on this day, become the man you were born to be. You have it within yourself to write your own legends. Let it be to death or victory!
What's up, guys? This is the second episode of Blaze Talks podcast. Thank you for listening to the first episode, and you can find it all over our socials. And today we are going to talk about the friend zone. And so today we are going to react to a certain podcast that was hosted like a year ago, where these mamas were talking about how to successfully friend zone a guy. And today I'm with Frank. Frank.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Blaze podcast. And the topic of the day is very interesting, and I'm sure most of you have done it or have found yourself in one. So let's dive right into it.
So I know we are looking forward to hearing your feedback on this episode, and don't hesitate to put your comments below, DM us, and even write us an email. You can also subscribe to our
podcast on Substack.
On Substack, you can get on our mailing list, so you can get snippets, exclusives, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So from that podcast, one of the things that how the podcast was titled "How to Successfully Friendzone a Guy," and so today, personally, we are going to talk about how to avoid getting friend-zoned.
Wait, are we doing this from a personal perspective?
Yeah, we're doing it from a personal perspective, but we are going to relate from what these chicks were saying. Yeah. So one of the things that they said was, if you want to friend-zone a guy, you should tell them, they've told you all these things, or they like you and everything. You should tell them that I want to be your friend. So that chick will tell, maybe a chick, most of you guys have been told by a girl that they want you to be their friend. So I'll go first from my perspective. So for me, like I always say, like you should always be honest, and then you come out of the gate with your intentions clear. And when a chick tells you they want you to be a friend, I always say no. Like just say no, I can't be your friend at the moment. My interests to you are not, your interests and mine do not align. Yeah.
Well, for me, I usually don't have time to like get to that point where a girl tells me just want to be friends. The good thing about, I guess, what I've come to learn is that within the first 2-3 texts,
you'll know.
So I figure your point.
Yeah.
But so, I do know girls pull that stand.
Yeah, pull that stand.
We've been through this and these, friends. I'm uncomfortable at this point, friends.
Yeah. So by the way, I always look at that too, and you'll know when there's a language that that would be used.
Yeah.
If you know that language, they want you to be your friend, their friend, and everything. You should cut that language. You should cut that outright. Yeah. This may seem selfish because girls will say, "Oh, do you want us to sleep with every guy we meet?" And we like, if you want to be genuinely, you want to be their friend. That's good if you want to have.
But then imagine it will work.
If
it will work, if you want it to be genuinely friendship, it will work.
It will work. But let's say there are so many guys who always say that. My test is this: when people say that they have female friends, I always ask them like, did you maybe like go to a club? You're sitting on the counter, and then you see this chick, and tell yourself this chick will make a really good friend. If it's not that's not the case, your friendship has ulterior motives.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So I think if she tells you she wants to be your friend when you wanted to something more, I think there's nothing.
I actually also think for someone to come out and tell you I want us to be friends, they've already seen whatever you're up to.
You have to offer.
They know. They know. So for them to be outright like, I want us to be friends because I'm going through ABCD, or I want us to be friends because I'm doing my studies.
It doesn't happen.
They saw you coming.
So if your thing was you don't want her to be a friend, just be a gentleman. Tell her it cannot work out for us.
Actually.
At this time, I'm not looking for female friends, and someone said that you can even like get her through being that decisive.
You know, I was to say that. Let me tell you, the moment you predefine, you say I'm not accepting ABCD.
Yeah,
you actually, and I'm sure in one part of the podcast we'll get into that. But the moment you predefine, I don't want ABCD, you actually stand a better chance. You
get out of her frame. You stand out for yourself.
Stand out.
And then like even like this is a win-win situation whereby you don't want her as a friend, and you've removed yourself from the equation. You can just move on, and that's like one of the first things that people say, like if you want to get out of the friend zone, you just have to leave.
You just have to leave, exactly.
Then the other point they said was you should invite that dude for, like, if you have a girl who you are pursuing, that girl should invite you to group dates. So let's say you are telling her, let's go grab a drink. Let's go grab a drink this Friday. Then she tells you, oh yeah, come, and then you go and you start chilling with her friends, other friends, that group dates. So how would you navigate group dates?
Group dates.
That's
First
why maybe
you shouldn't show up.
Exactly. So because like these group dates, they are her friends, maybe her friends, and they are her other maybe male friends, and some maybe her girlfriends and everything.
What do you think is the funniest situation in between her group of girlfriends and her male friends?
Well, some of these maybe are dating, or they're just maybe co-workers, or they are maybe in the friend zone and everything. And one of the things that I've realized, when a new male is introduced to that group, there is some sort of hostility from the other dudes. Yeah.
Usually an equal play. Exactly, that's what I wanted to answer. It's usually an equal play of the females in the group and the males in the group.
In the group, there's a dynamic, and
so
when you come,
usually when you're hitting on her and she's trying to make you her friend, it's mostly, and this is where the hostility comes from. It's mostly she's talked with a group of girlfriends about you. Awaja approve. And then her male friends, of course, ajawaambia, but they have to see you. They also have to see, who is this nigga?
So
you see, so the hostility is usually
the friction between.
Now you've come. Actually, you've not hit. No, we'll get into this vulgar. Okay, later. You've not had her.
She's just your friend.
She's just your friend. So the girlfriends need to see you, and the male friends. So in friction, it's mostly the girlfriends have started ticking.
To boxes.
Now the boys are mad.
Because so that's the like we will summarize this later on the dynamics later. But from the group dates, you should not go to the group. They basically should not show up to the group dates.
Actually, don't show up.
Okay. The third point they were saying was how to introduce you. So let's say you are going to that group date. So they'll introduce you at hey guys, meet Frank. This Frank, he's my friend. So at how I want to successfully friend zone a guy is to call them their friend.
Your friends. In front of everyone.
Like to
that
introduce
that ticks. Because other way, Blaze, if someone, okay, let's say a girl introduced you as a friend. Even if, and let me tell you this, oh my goodness, we'll get so deep into it. It's a psychology play. I've come to realize, let me tell you, even if you'll get her after that, everyone else knows you're just friends.
Oh, it's
Where's Jito hapo?
For me, this introduction, one, I let me personally let them know like I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
And then there was this point where guys should know when women are into them, and also you should know when she's not into you.
She's not into you.
Yeah.
Goes
So-
to the three first texts.
Or even you'll know if so like these points that we have mentioned before, they can act like a litmus test to know if she's into you. If she's into you, first thing, she won't tell you anything about
No,
being a friend.
what if we go over this way?
Later.
Now we close it. Now we take from out of without now previewing it.
Okay.
What the situation should be.
Okay. The other thing they were saying is women like, so you are hitting on her, and then she starts telling you about how her weekend was, how she was taken to Diani and got her back blown out and everything. So telling them about their there's this guy I've met. He's called Frank, and he looks like this and this and this. I like him so much. So he's telling you so that she can successfully friend zone you. So what would you do in such a situation? Exactly. So maybe my point was, don't let like.
Actually, akufai kuwa na that vacant.
Don't let her get that too comfortable.
There shouldn't be that.
Even like personally, even in my relationships with like the girls I'm seeing, I never let them tell me
like
about
that comfortable to stay.
Yeah, don't get too comfortable listening to a chick's
But then it ends you up in a very bad.
It's a very
situation.
like basically you know you are a man. I'm not saying that you'll be jealous or anything, but personally for me, I don't. It's not jealousy. Me, I feel
Actually,
like I feel like I've been disrespected.
Yeah,
like I always ask, like, who the fuck did you? Who the fuck did you think I am? Sorry, we are cussing, but so then the other point that this point I really agreed with these chicks. This is like was the only point that I saw for me that would work for me. She was saying, introduce that man you want to friend zone to her friends. To her friends. Like she has other friends who maybe will be interested in you.
That does work for every man, though.
Yeah, it doesn't work for every man, but for me,
okay, for most
men, it won't work. Or even for most women, they won't introduce you to their friends because.
But let me tell you, a woman who will not introduce you to her friends
wants you, but they are playing games.
Yeah, they are playing games. Yeah.
So I think the other points for them were those were the few that I saw that we could discuss. And so what are some of the remedies that being friend zoned?
So friend zoning, to me by definition, friend zoning is where you want this girl and she's present. When them ako present and you want her, it's not much friend zoning.
Yeah, you can maybe they just don't want you.
It becomes friend zoning when you see her doing other shit and you're still present and you're still persistent hoping.
Yeah. So there's a study that was done that showed that when you are a nice guy, there's these movies that show there are these movies that show this chick and this nice guy and this other guy who's a jerk. The girl finally realizes that this nice guy is amazing and falls for that. That research paper showed that these women, these girls, they don't go for these guys. They just replace that shady cat with another one. So you're just there hoping.
Exactly. That's my definition of friend zoning. Yeah. And actually it happens that, and as we said, it happens that the girl already knows.
that you want her.
Yeah, so yeah, naye na reverse.
Yeah, but
So you want her, and she's like, you know what? Hold
no,
up,
you're my
hold up.
friend.
So the remedies. What are the remedies?
The remedy, one of the remedies that has been suggested. So Patrice O'Neill says that being in a friend zone is like being in traffic, 3 cars behind. You're 3 cars behind her. And then out of the blues, Nganya comes inakupita, unaget. So Nganya inakupita uko number 5 sasa. So the only remedy he said was assume that's a chess game and you are losing. So what you have to do is just flip that chessboard. You flip it and start the game afresh. So
And that's why I also think that's why the last point about her introducing you to her friends works. Because in between
yeah, so then you start the game afresh.
Yeah.
So for one thing, I think most people just recommend just go.
Just go.
Yeah, just go.
And that's why friend zoning doesn't actually work unless the girl is very, very present in your life.
Just go. And then my other problems with friend zones are like, I don't want to hear about you getting with other niggas. I don't want to hear about that. No. So I was talking to someone, and she told me that it's about boundaries. So I need like my boundaries to be respected in that. I don't want to know where you are on Friday. I don't want to come. Me personally, I won't come to pick you at you got drunk somewhere. I won't come to pick you. You are either your man quarrel. I'm not coming to do that labor. I'm not doing any labor. So for me, for that friend zone to work, I have to be very passive. I'm not doing any labor.
Like you're not. No one is invested.
I'm not invested in any
and you
way.
don't expect
I don't want to listen to you complaining about other niggas. No.
But in the same line of thought, what do you think of when? And I've seen this in many people, where they friend zone someone so much that they are the person who is coming to pick her after the nigga has fought her.
Yeah, exactly.
The nigga left her at the club.
I don't want to be such. I don't want to be.
Like, what is that situation? Exactly. What is that situation?
It's
because now it goes past passive.
Yeah, you are actively involved. You're even selecting niggas for this shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't want to be involved in such a whereby I'm trying to like I'm giving you advice. Like, let me tell you something. When chicks are in like someone or in love, hata umshow nini, they won't listen. So takuja akuombe advice. They are, oh, he's doing this and this and this. Umwambie, what you have to do, men are practical, ndio. We offer a solution. What you have to do, maybe, let's say she's saying maybe he's not present and everything. You'll tell her, maybe address this, mwambie, you want this to be texted every day, and talk. So the problem comes whereby, or even you tell her, this guy is not acting right, just leave. The problem comes where she'll go back to this nigga. And then you'll be the subject of the pillow talk. Like, aliniambia
kwa pillow talk kwanza.
Aliniambia nikuache. Aliniambia
and then you look like some shady nigga. And then you look like some shady nigga now.
You look like some shady nigga because you wanted to offer some advice. You now look like a nigga who's coming again. This is why most men don't
like to be involved,
or even don't like their male friends. They don't like their girls male friends. Most of the time anaona like they are friends. Maybe they're looking out for her. Well, unaona ni kama people are in your business, no? Like, these guys are in my business. Well, that's not honorable.
The moment you leave each other,
it's those niggas. So it's not honorable.
So actually, I believe that's a very important topic.
Then there's this another concept, like how you should, if you want to avoid being in a friend zone, is you should take your L's. You can take your L's and take them gracefully. Take your L's and take them gracefully, whereby dem akikushow they don't want you, no wakikushow they don't want you, just say ni
Like
sawa
you take it.
and move.
But then do you ever feel proud walking out like that?
Yeah,
You actually feel
yeah.
feel very
Mimi
content.
I feel like instead of being dragged along or led on, afadhali unishow hii haiwezi, and whatever I'm offering and whatever you're offering haiwezi, and I can keep on moving, because the thing that me I'm big on attraction and mutual attraction, or I'm big on like a chick akiniona, she just want to fuck my brains out. It's good at I'm negotiating,
man.
I'm negotiating. She sees how desirable I am. Ati she ati anza kukuangalia.
Actually, one of the ways to know your friend zone, even if you are the nigga that hits, is ni wewe unaitishanga.
Exactly. So
you know outright.
That point you can put it under knowing when chicks are into you. So what Frank is saying, when a girl is into you, she's the one, she'll almost 100% initiate everything. Sindio?
Yeah, like every time
she can initiate.
It's the point you said she just want to fuck your brains out.
Yeah. So you, for one thing, to know if a girl is into you is communication. First thing is communication. So for communication, whereby Utam text 8 a.m. She replies at 2 p.m. We will reply 2:01, and then she replies the next day. You get? So that's one point to know.
There's something Rollo says on this book,
Rational Male.
You can never negotiate.
You can never negotiate desire.
You can never
negotiate. And like for many men, our experience that desire whereby like a chick she just wants you for you. She just wants you just because you are existing. The other thing to know that she's into you, there are signs. The other thing is she breaks her own rules for you. Every time, like every fucking time she'll break her rules for you when she's into you. Like, by the way, one of the things you know, like, if she starts setting rules for you, just start stepping. Akianza kushow like you have to go for like 3 dates before you smash. You have to do this and this and this. That utajua she's not into you. And
like what?
Okay.
Let me ask a quick question. So you are in this thing, and both things stick. No genuine desire, and you've established the rule. What do you think is the breakaway event for that? Like, how do you snatch yourself out
from that? For one,
aside from ghosting, ghosting.
For one, you stop texting. Then the other thing, you just if you can, just delete her number. Even like for people you're breaking up with, or people who are broken up with, and you don't want to make a fool of yourself, just delete their numbers. Then mute their socials, mute their stories, mute their tweets, mute their socials. Let them like completely disappear. And the other thing, so that's why men are encouraged to have maybe not a community, to have to be able to stay alone. If
like you are comfortable, you are full in your own.
You're comfortable alone. So one of the things, when like there's this video I was watching, this chick was saying she can be interested in you, and if you are too available, she gets turned off.
And imagine that's very genuine.
Like it's very, very I'm saying if you can be able to detach.
Actually, not detach is a heavy word.
If you can just
get some activities
space
going.
If you can, maybe you go to the gym, you get your own things you are doing. If like akikukola kushow, unajua most of these people, even it's not only like chicks, most of like these people wanakukolingi when they need something. So learn how to say no, like learn how to to say no.
Actually, the point would not be to detach or to
Yeah,
get activities.
yeah.
Just learn to say no.
So when
not
someone
to social medias,
yeah,
not to
yeah,
our WhatsApp,
yeah.
not to
yeah. So when you say no, like it's a very powerful. Even if among your male friends, unaweza ambiwa kuja tuende tukunywe hii side.
yeah.
Just say no. Kuja tuende 3 times a week or you drink 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Just say no. And for the first few days it will feel heavy on you. You're missing out on things.
Yeah.
You're missing out on shit. But with time you start realizing. With time you're just realizing you're better off on your own. Yeah. So this like whereby one of the things that are messing us as young men ni kukua na FOMO. Like
FOMO.
We fear missing out on things.
And now we become too available on everything.
Yeah, you become too available. You are not doing your own shit. You become too available to people. They spite you. Like there's nothing like people wanaanza kuku hate. Your presence in a poor.
I would rather anyone hates you on everything else than because you are just there.
Yeah, being a nice person.
Yeah, than you're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have gone through how to like friend zone, how to get out of the friend zone, or how to see you're in the friend zone. So then I think that was
so
all.
What's the
aside.
most contrarian? Is it contrarian?
Yeah, contrarian.
Contrarian escape way to the friend zone, aside from whatever is in the
So there's a book called Why Women Have Sex by David M. Mass and Cindy M. someone, Cindy Meston. So in the book Why Women Have Sex, one of the ways that they say why women have sex is because of jealousy, and like that's one of the most powerful way why you can get laid by a chick.
Yeah.
So for me, if they take me for group dates, I'd start hitting on her other friends.
Exactly.
I'd start like I don't recommend this, but if it came to that, I'd start hitting on her friends. Or
and the funny thing, you'll score.
Yeah.
Because our friends want to make her. And let me tell you, even if they're in a group, if you go for one of our friends, you'll get it.
Or
she wants to.
Yeah. Or when I go for that group date, I go with my own chick. Yeah, so that
I usually avoid going with.
Like not my own chick per se. I go with another girl. So I go with another girl for that group. Yeah. And this will sound very. I don't know how it will sound, but someone was saying, friend zone her first.
Actually, that's the best.
So when you friend zone, so this guy was saying how if you show a girl she cannot join your club, she'll do anything to join
your club.
So that's why some guys, there's these guys in the pickup community and everything. They go. One was saying how if you want to, there's a group of let's say 3 girls or 4 girls. Then when you look at the group dynamics, you always see who is the dominant girl, who is the cute girl in the group and everything. So your role is to, when you identify the cute girl in the group, don't hit on that cute girl in the group. And go for the other one who looks like they don't get too much attention and everything. So and at the end of the day, you may end up triggering these other.
You actually do, because how you actually do is good. There's something I've always done. There's something I've always done along those lines, where especially at parties, where I usually don't ignore the cute girl or the girl I want, but I'll walk direct to her and tell her what I want for the night, not give her a chance to give me an answer, and then go have fun with every other girl.
So there is a concept called
Yeah.
The 11th month theory.
Mm-hmm.
But they essentially, initially, I wanted to name this podcast the 11th month.
11th man.
11th month podcast. So the 11th month theory says that a chick will be having the attention of 10 guys,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 11th guy walks in the room, and they don't pay any attention to her.
To her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she'll do anything to talk to the 11th guy.
The 11th guy. Makes sense. That makes sense.
So tell us some of the ways you've been friend zoned, how you've gotten out of the friend zone,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things you'd advise young guys to do if they're in the friend zone. So send us an email, send us what do you call it? Comments, your review of the
Even
the
a
episode.
review of a comment
Yeah.
we made,
Yeah.
you feel like
It works,
for me,
even
this works
or
this
even
way, yeah.
if the things that we've said that wouldn't work in the real world, or wouldn't
yeah,
work for anybody
yeah.
else, please tell us what you think about that, and then we can have a conversation more.
but I
you have
think
anything to add?
to add the ultimate way to get out of a friend zone, because for option one we said
We said say no to being her
say
friend.
no to
Don't
being
go
a
to
friend.
don't go to
Don't
group
go to-
dates. So she should not be comfortable.
even
Yeah.
feeling comfortable to tell you
Yeah,
other
that
stuff.
you are
So
friends, yeah.
the ultimate way not to find yourself in a friend zone is
I think
make clear you are
your
not
intentions
there.
from the first
make
time.
sure
Then when you define your expectations from the word go,
Yeah.
everything else collapses.
everything, yeah.
So it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to start from the top than. Thank you.
Amazing. We look forward for your reviews, comments, tweets, if may,
Yeah.
and such conversations should go on.
Yeah. We look
Every
forward
other day,
to
and we
having
should make them as laughable as possible.
Yeah.
Because again, it's primal for every girl to want a man, every man to want a girl. But
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same time, we are the same people. They friend zone you, you end up in the friend zone. So fix it up. And the best way with that is to know that our word is not.
It's not everything.
it's
If
not the
you like
truth.
her as a friend,
Yeah,
you can.
and actually
Yeah,
it can work.
definitely.
It definitely
Yeah,
works.
if this episode is we are not like encouraging guys not to have female friends
yeah,
or anything.
yeah,
Just have like if this were for guys who want to get out of the friend
Get-
zone.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not about female ostracizing guys who have female friends. This is
yeah.
about you if you want to get out of the friend zone and being something more with her
Mhm,
and what to
mhm.
do and what not to do. Yeah. Thank you. This
Yeah.
was fun. See you next time.
The Blaze Pod it is.